Last week we discussed the life cycle of plants. This week we explore more with life cycles. Today we are going to observe the life cycle of an amphibian known as a frog. These cool creatures call ponds, creeks, streams, rivers their habitat. Their life cycle is amazing, as well as the fact that frogs survive in and out of water. Let's focus on how a frog's life cycle starts. There are four special stages. So, our focus questions today are we are going to focus on the frog's first stage of their life cycle, as well as we are going to focus on the word amphibian. We are going to talk about what an amphibian is. Stage 1. All frogs begin as eggs. Frogs lay their eggs in spring. Many frogs lay eggs in calm waters like ponds. Frogs lay up to 4,000 eggs at once. Eggs float freely in water. Eggs are covered in a slimy material. It protects the eggs. Stage 2. A frog is in its egg for about 20 days. After the frog hatches, it is called a tadpole. A tadpole lives in water. It breathes through gills. It does not have legs yet. It uses its tail to swim. A tadpole eats algae. It grows and grows. As it grows, it sheds its skin. It also grows front and back legs. It is big enough to eat plants and insects. Stage 3. The froglet has a small tail now. Its legs are growing fast. It can breathe with lungs, but it stays in or near water. Soon, the froglet's small tail is gone. Its lungs develop completely. Its legs are full grown too. The frog also has a tongue. It is sticky. The frog uses it to catch its food. Frogs go through big changes. The process can take up to 22 months. Adult frogs will find mates. They start the cycle again. So let's look through those stages again. Remember that the first stage is the egg. And remember that frogs can lay up to 4,000 eggs at one time. Remember, stage 2 is the tadpole stage. After the frog hatches out of the egg, remember that takes 20 days. The tadpole. Stage 3 is the froglet. And then stage 4 is a full-grown adult frog. Super awesome. So now we have a song that we are going to learn that helps us learn more about frogs.
Froggy, froggy in the stream, froggy, froggy in the tree. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen up to my froggy song. The froggy life cycle goes like this. Four unique stages of metamorphosis. Stage 1 is a bunch of eggs in a pond. When they stick all together, they call it egg spawn. Stage 2 is the tadpole hatch from the egg. But you've gotta look closely cause he's got no legs. At first this guy is more like a fish, breathing with gills, just watch him swim. Stage 3 is the tadpole with some legs. Then we go to stage 4 where he's a full-fledged adult frog. Check out his web feet. This helps him to swim when he's in the stream. Check out his legs, he's a really good leaper. When it comes to bugs, he's a really good eater. He does not breathe like he did when he was young. Instead, he breathes with a pair of lungs. Froggy, froggy in the stream, froggy, froggy in the tree. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen up to my froggy song. The answer everybody wants to know. What is the difference between frogs and toads? Both of them live a double life, sometime on land, but they also might spend time in the water. Just watch them jump in. This double life makes them amphibians. Land is where toads would rather be, but if you're a frog, you prefer the creek. Hey, there's other differences that I spy. Frogs are slimy, toads are dry. A few more facts about these guys. Some use a color as a disguise. That's camouflage. The sound they make you really can't miss. Froggy, froggy in the stream, froggy, froggy in the tree. The life cycle just goes on and on. Now listen up to my froggy song.
Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that really great song. So remember that this week we are learning all about the life cycle of frogs, chickens, and we're going to also be talking about food chains. So remember that we learned today what is the first stage in the life cycle of a frog. Remember that just like caterpillars and butterflies, that frogs start as eggs. And we are also talking about amphibians. Amphibians are cold blooded animals, and this means that they do not have a constant body temperature, but instead they take on the temperature of their environment. Also, with amphibians, they can live in and out of water, and frogs use their skin to absorb water as well as oxygen. So, just a cool fact about amphibians.